The men's mile run is next. Steve Scott's record now is held up for 15 years. And there's a man in the middle of the track, Craig, who may be one of the big stars of 1996 in the world.
Well, he's already a big star in the indoor scene. Julian Achon from George Mason University. Fastest time in the world of the mile so far this year, 3:57.7. Recorded that time in winning the Mobile Invitational at George Mason earlier this season.
There you see the Michael Power, just a freshman from Australia who ran 3:58 as a prep down there. All of these qualifiers went between 4:03.78 that man ran, Julian Achon. The slowest qualifier was Ibrahim Aden in the field at 4:04.95 seconds.
I'm not quite sure what the strategy is that these other guys should use to try to beat Achon, as he's run a 1:45 800 meters last season outdoors. Made it to the semifinals of the World Championships in the 1500 meters, and you can see he certainly doesn't need to sprint off the start line, at least from his point of view, as he runs right to the back. There you see him, number 141. Ran a rather interesting style in the qualifying round. I think he was in every different place at one time or another. Back and forth he went. But he has great confidence in what is a very impressive finishing kick.
I think we should mention here, many of these teams, such as Arkansas that's in the field, and George Mason and so forth, have another race to run. The distance medley relay may see many of these competitors, so it may turn into a tactical race. That's the wish of obviously many of them. And I think a person who wants to run as slowly, certainly in the first half of the race as possible, is number 141 there, who's next to last in green, Julian Achon from Uganda.
Well, you know what? If I were one of the other guys in this race, as we see Achon now moving up towards the midpoint of the field, if I were one of the other guys, I'd push the pace.
Exactly.
If I didn't have to run a relay, I'd say, hey, let's make these guys who are worrying about their second race later tonight worry about that. But so far, that doesn't seem to be the case, as they come through the quarter mile in about 62, 63 seconds. So this is turning into a tactical race.
Let's help set the field here for you right now. Nebraska out in the lead. Pulling along, that's Jonah Kiptaris. A tiny countenance. He, after junior college for a couple of years, came to the Nebraska program at the beginning of this semester. Michael Power, the freshman from Arkansas, is in second place. Colorado State represented David Sobolik is in third, and in fourth, number 122, that's Donald Johnson. Let's go down now to Lewis Johnson. We got ourselves a race, Craig.
And we certainly do, as we see Achon, as predicted, all over the place as he moves up now into the lead, or fighting for the lead. Only 2:05 at the half mile. Kiptaris doing a good job of holding him off there. Kiptaris, the Kenyan Big 8 champion for Nebraska.
Greg, do you think this is a tactic here? In other words, he's just running side by side, making it difficult for anybody to sprint here so that he can run as slowly and in as much control as possible. I'm talking about Achon on the outside.
No, I think Achon wants to take the lead, but every time he tries to get by, Kiptaris just runs fast enough to hold him off, which is much easier indoors where you have so much turn and so little straightaway. But now, with a quarter mile to go, it's the kickers that will come to the fore. Power, who we see in third, is an excellent kicker, although he hasn't run as many races as Achon has this season.
Oh, look at that. Somebody's down.
Just as I say that,
that's Ibrahim Aden that is down.
And it may have been Power that went down as well.
Yes, it was. It was. Andy Downing trying to slide up on the inside. Look at that. Wow, somebody almost went off the track there.
Downing does get by on the inside.
Coming up with 1 lap to go, it is Achon in the lead, Downing in second place. Kiptaris is in third from Nebraska. Corey Immel's on the inside where the yellow top is in fourth, and it looks to be all the speed and majesty of Julian Achon, 19 years of age, from George Mason University.
The pushing continues in the back, Larry. That's what happens when you have a slow pace.
And that is Jama Bile in third place in blue, trying to move up. It's going to be easily Achon first, Kiptaris in second, Aden in third, as they will score the big points, 10, 8, and 6 points, respectively, for their schools.
When you think about the team race, George Mason would have hoped for points from Ibrahim Aden, who went down in this fall. And you see they were all crowded, even as the pace was starting to pick up. So many guys in there. Someone steps on the back of Power's foot, he goes down. And then you see other guys go down right over him. There it is. Ibrahim Aden went down,
right,
and Donald Johnson from Florida down. And you know what? That's big problems for Arkansas's team hopes also. Maybe George Mason didn't get as many points as they would have liked, but obviously no points for Arkansas, as it was that big move by Achon that brought him first up towards the front and then eventually into the lead.
4 minutes, 2 and 83/100ths of a second for Julius Achon's victory. Lewis, what does he get to say?
Julius, a tactical race, I'm sure you expected it. Tell us why you choose to run from the back and then sprint to the front. Obviously your speed.
Oh, yeah. I trust my speed, because like at the beginning I was strong. So when I struggle, I waste a lot of energy. So
You scored a very valuable 10 points for your team. You must be happy about that.
yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy because champion of always, you need to win, not time.
All right, congratulations to you. Back to Larry.
Thanks a lot.
Here you see the men's results, Greg.
Julius Achon, who started running at age 15, broke his father's national record in Uganda earlier this season. He's someone, as you say, to watch the rest of this Olympic year.